All right. Um. Can anyone hear me? This live stream kind of just came out of nowhere. I know, but this is just something I kind of want to try. And oh, hello, Lumatoons. Is how is everything? Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm Norwegian. Well, yeah. Um, I was thinking about doing a live stream. And I was thinking I'm gonna play Final Fantasy V for a couple of hours. Um, the reason I'm doing this is because I kind of want to. I kind of want you guys to get to know me better. So yeah, we're gonna start now. Okay, Final Fantasy V. No, I don't want to continue where I last off. Oh, I'm playing with the PS4 controller, by the way. Okay, I'm gonna make it a little bigger. You can see better. Okay, Final Fantasy V. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm grateful for getting 300 subs. I was thinking. Okay. Okay. Gonna go. We're gonna go new game, of course. Okay. Okay. Oh, by the way, that music. That. The menu music is one of my favorite. I'm gonna take the volume down a little bit. The menu music in Final Fantasy V is one of my favorites. Definitely one of my favorites. I really, really love that one. Okay. Uh, please apologize. This is the first live stream I ever done, so it may not be great. Yeah, I have played Final Fantasy X. Great game. I really do love the. I really love classic sprite like this. Okay. Okay. This is the most hilarious. This is the most hilarious thing about Final Fantasy V is the fact that the dragons cannot fly over mountains. Like, and that just doesn't make any sense. And it's hilarious. Raptoons made a great parody video, by the way. Okay. Yeah, I know. Why even bother using a dragon when you can't use it to fly over a mountain? Okay. That's fair. She is my favorite character in this game, by the way. Wind stopped. Okay. What do you draw, Luma Tunes? Uh-huh. Okay. Oh. Oh. Oh, manga. Oh. I think I pronounced that wrong. I'm sorry. What kind of manga series is it then? Uh, this is kind of hilarious. Like, that's a meteor. In Final Fantasy VII, the meteor was used to trying to destroy the planet, you know? But, okay, it's kind of loud. Um, what I was saying is that the meteor was going to be used to destroy the planet in 7, but in this game, even though the meteor is pretty much the same size, I think, it doesn't damage that much on the planet, which... And yeah, I know, it's different lore than 7, of course. But the storyline Final Fantasy V doesn't really make that much sense. That's the point I'm trying to make. Meteor attack. Oh, cool. Wait here. Okay, you're making an isekai. Yeah, you do have to pay for the Final Cut Pro. I mean, there's a free demo, of course, but you'll only use it for 30 days. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Okay. Let me go 60 XP. Are you okay? Yes. Oh, this is the most. This is gonna be hilarious. By the way. Okay. Please select. Okay. Yeah. Here. Okay. This is a fan translation of the original game, by the way, and they translated the main character's name as for butts instead of the official translation for Barts. Yeah. I mean, we're going for butts, right? I mean, we have to go for butts, of course. Butts. With a joke about nowhere in particular. Butts. Am I being a little bit immature? I can't help it. It's kind of hilarious. No, it is hilarious. Yeah, butts. What is it with this game's obsession with win? I don't get it. No, I'm being serious. Win is like a big obsession with this game. I don't really know why. Digital drawing. Oh yeah, that's hard. I mean, I actually been on animation class actually, and I can tell you one thing: animation is hard, like really hard. Galif. Okay. Oh, we have a classic amnesia plot. Like in general, amnesia is just lazy writing to avoid major plot points for characters who are more experienced. Maybe I'm just speaking nonsense. I don't. I mean, but in general, amnesia is just it's just lazy. Yeah, that's the win again. Oh, good. Uh, Final Fantasy V in general is a fun game, but the storyline just doesn't make much sense. It's before 6 came out, of course, and 7 and 10. Although Final Fantasy 8 was a bit trippy, but I still love that game actually. Oh, Final Fantasy 9 is a wonderful, magical game. Yeah, I have been thinking about doing a nutshell of it, but it kind of does terrify me that I may actually go through it a whole year, like I did with 7. But I can understand why you want me to do it, of course. Butts. Thank you so much, Butts. Goodbye. Okay. Oh, I'm going wrong here. Okay. Oh, you did. What's that channel's name? Well, I'll go check it out after I'm done with the stream. Boku, let's go. Okay. This is definitely one of my favorite world map theme song in the Final Fantasy series. Like definitely one of top 3 actually. It's really catchy. Okay. Okay. Don't stop so suddenly. Butts just wants to get laid. That's the only reason why he wants to save Lena. And yeah, Oh yeah, I know about Ants. That was made by DreamWorks, wasn't it? Okay, I just have to... Okay, the battle theme doesn't come yet. Oh yeah, I agree. They should have definitely called it Butts. In fact, Square should actually have Butts come back in another game and just use this name instead of Bart's, because, like, that's the thing. They decided to give him the name Bart's because Square was afraid that the name Butts may be pronounced, Butts. No, that's actually true, by the way. Butts Kahina level. You still have to do fighting. Okay. Wow, the goblins just suck. They just die with one hit. Okay. I'm sorry about my microphone. Um, I don't actually have a great microphone, but I hope it sounds okay. Okay, that's nice. Uh, split. The translation in this game is awful. I'm sorry, but like, I'm sad to say this because this is actually a fan translation, and they just put hard work and effort to make it possible to have a comprehensible English translation, but it, it's really bad. I'm sorry. Like, I know I sound harsh for saying that, but it gets bad later on in the game. Okay. Travel the world and see things. And besides, the wind is calling. Butts just said that the wind is calling. Like, okay. The wind is calling. Okay. I should say. Yeah, I should say. Now, as far as I understand, there's been a lot of drama with the Last of Us 2 game. Like, have any of you played that one? Like, oh my god. Now we're going to have a lot of. It's going to be a lot of random events, random encounters. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Okay. Da, 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 da. Do, do, do. Okay. It's a spring of recovery. Okay, that's nice. Oh, oh, the random counters in this game is just insane. Like, oh my god. I just healed, and they already attacked me. Okay. Oh my god. Do, 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 do. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't understand. Why is the random encounter so high? Like, you don't even get magic at this point in the game. Do, do, do. Oh my god. button. Oh my god. Oh, hello, Red Arts. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm playing Final Fantasy V on my very first live stream, and you get to hear my voice. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm calling the character Butts, of course. I mean, why wouldn't I call him Butts? No, you're not that late. I'm thinking about streaming at least or an hour. 28 minutes in, so. Wait. Oh. Okay. The random encounter rate in this game is one of the highest in the franchise. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. Attack from behind. Oh, that's just my luck. Hello. Hello, Lumatunes. We're about to meet Ferris for the first time, actually. Very soon. I was kind of explaining about the fact that the random counter rate in this game is very, very high, actually. To the point it can be very annoying. Like, especially the final dungeon. I think that one has insane amount of encounter rate. I like this music. Oh yeah, Ferris is definitely the best tomboy girl. It's still a pirate ship. One thing I don't understand about Final Fantasy V is the fact that Bartz, or rather Butts, is actually the only character that we actually get to rename. Like, I don't understand why. I mean, in general, there are only 4 playable characters, including 5, of course. I mean, Galif's granddaughter, I think. Yeah, I kind of forgot her name, though. And I also know that in Final Fantasy VIII, you only get to rename Squall and Rinoa. Krilly, that's her name, okay. Thank you, Red Arts. Oh yeah, you definitely have to do that drawing of parts. That would be hilarious. Like in Final Fantasy IV, well, technically you can rename all the characters in Final Fantasy IV, even though it doesn't give you the option, but you have to talk to a rabbit creature, I think. Rinhoa. Oh my god, that's ingenious. I love that. I love that. I know I'm talking a little bit too much. I just don't really understand why Butts is the only character you get to rename. That's the thing. Kara. Hmm. Oh my god, that's so classic. Okay. Alright. I'm just gonna take it serious now. I'm gonna take it seriously now. Okay. Of course, it's serious. Oh my god, yeah, I agree with you so much, Luma Tunes. Like the first time I played Final Fantasy X, I immediately pronounced his name as Titus, but then I saw a video on YouTube and they pronounced his name as Titus, and I was like, what? Like, what are you talking about? His name is Titus, not Titus. Like I was like really confused. And then Square Enix themselves, they like demand that Titus is the official pronunciation, you know? But the thing is, Final Fantasy X has a very big water theme to the story, you know? Especially since Sin looks like a colossal whale. And of course about the fact that Brotherhood, Titus is the Japanese pronunciation, okay. Yeah, but anyway, like I was saying, that Final Fantasy X is a water-themed game, so it does make sense that his pronunciation is Titus, not Titus. But as far as I understand, Titus was named after some kind of, I don't know. Okay, it's just since toxin. Yeah, of course it is. Anyway, yeah, Titus basically means sun, I believe, but I'm not really sure what language it is. But that's the reason why they demand his name is Titus, not Titus. Okay. Anyway, I'm just gonna. No, it's not. This was. I'm kind of sorry. It's been a while since last time I played Final Fantasy V, so I'm not completely sure where I'm supposed to go. Okay, so. Wait. Oh my god. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, it's so obvious. I don't know how I get my views. I just get them. I don't know. I just make videos, and I don't really think about how I get views actually. But what's wrong? Yeah, I do like just the pancake videos, and I was like thinking that maybe I should just make some videos just for fun. That was really all there was to it. Like I just made them for the fun of it, not because I want to steal his views. I just really enjoy just the pancake videos, and because the fact that I do love Final Fantasy, I was just thinking that maybe I should just do just a pancake style video, just for fun. I wasn't really thinking about stealing his career or something. That was not my intention. Yeah. Okay, and here's Ferris. Oh, by the way, I asked if any of you have played The Last of Us 2 because I noticed there has been a big drama of that game lately. If anyone know, of course. Uh, uh-huh. Um, I wanted to talk a bit about Last of Us 2. I've seen a little of it, and as far as I understand, I think the reason why people are mad at Last of Us 2 is because the fact that it goes on with a lazy plot contrivance about Joel. I hate Abby. Yeah, I understand. Now, if you don't know what the plot contrivance is that it's a scene that just needs to happen so that the plot can progress. But the reason why it happens is illogical. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, it's kind of like, it's almost like a plot hole, but it's not really a plot hole. It's more about the fact that the characters themselves are illogical. Joel's my favorite guy. Yeah, I love Joel too. And that's probably what bothers me about this whole thing, is that Joel doesn't act himself when it happens. Like, yeah, I do know what happens to Joel. That's what I mean, actually. And I'm just explaining my opinion and how I see it, but the way it happens just doesn't feel right. That's the thing I'm trying to say. Like, it doesn't feel like Joel at all. And I feel like it's worth pointing that out, because that's a sign of lazy writing. Yeah, that's great. And it kind of bothers me when some reviewers, like, I hate to be that guy, but I just have to say it because it really does bother me that some reviewers doesn't point that out, or rather ignore it entirely. And the one thing I really hate is that when they attack the people that hates the game, they make them look like they are morally wrong. You know, the whole LGBT thing. Even though most of the people I met that doesn't like the game, it's more about the fact that the writing and the story just wasn't that great. That's the reason why they didn't like it. And I hate that they use the whole LGBT thing to make the haters look like they're just a bunch of bad people. Like, that's just a sign of being lazy. Lena's the princess of Tycoon. Uh, I kind of sorry. I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about Last of Us 2 because it's kind of overwhelming at times. Oh, great! What kind of project is it? This game has an obsession with wind for some reason. Like, the wind isn't even a major theme in this game. Like, this game is. Yeah. This game is about the whole four crystal of the elements. This is a this is something that Square recycled in the first five Final Fantasy game, except for the second one, of course. Now I want to ask, like, does any of you guys have like a favorite Final Fantasy protagonist? Yeah. My favorite protagonist is kind of like a predictable choice, I know, but I can't help it. But Cloud really is my favorite protagonist in Final Fantasy. Yeah, I love Noctis, of course. Oh yeah, that's so true. Like, you're so right, Red Art. Like, the fire crystal has been shattered, but black mages are still there, and they can use fire magic. That's what I'm trying to say. Final Fantasy V doesn't actually have a plot that is very, consistent. It's definitely not the best story-wise Final Fantasy game, but I do love the gameplay, the job system, and I think we're going to reach that soon, actually. And I don't get the wrong idea. I do actually love Final Fantasy V, but it does have its fair share of flaws, though. I think we can agree with that. Title. Okay. Yeah, that's actually true. Especially Xdet, the main villain in this game, who is probably one of the most one-dimensional Final Fantasy villain in the entire franchise. Like, it's before Kefka and Sephiroth. Well, actually, all the villains in before before Sephiroth came were mostly one-dimensional. Actually, although Seymour is not one of the great. Seymour from Final Fantasy X. He, he's an alright villain, but he kind of loses the intimidation when you have to fight him like 4 times. Oh yeah, Golbus from 4. Yeah, of course. I kind of like Garland though from the first game. I mean, he's kind of fun, but that's only because the translation is absolutely awful. That's the only reason why I think Garland just has hilarious dialogues. Yeah, Arden is great. Yeah, I actually do love Arden too, actually. He is actually a great character in general. Okay. Alright, now we're off. Here's one thing that's kind of strange. I mean, was it explained later in the game? Where Sildra, well, this is spoilers, but later on Sildra dies, and I know we can use a ship later. Oh wait, that's right. Sid made a steam ship. That's right, actually, now that I think about it. Okay. No, I know where we're headed. That's kind of odd, like they ask you to navigate for you. It's not even that far. And I don't think anyone would get lost. Cindy is Rule 43 Sid. Oh, yeah, yeah. Each game... Actually, that's not true. The first Final Fantasy game doesn't have a Sid. They did make a remake of the first game and then added Sid in, actually. But general, the first game doesn't have a Sid. But each game has a character named Sid, which is more of a traditional. I guess it's supposed to be traditional. Tradition. Okay. And Sid in this game, he's all right. I mean, he's nothing special. He's nothing like Sid from Final Fantasy VII, or Sid that looks like Robin Williams from Final Fantasy VIII. Oh my god. Now, I know this may sound harsh, but I don't really like Sid from Final Fantasy VI, and that's because I don't even remember Sid from 6. Final Fantasy VI is a wonderful game, of course, it really, but it really had like the worst Sid I have ever seen in the series. Actually, no, I think it's actually his nephew. I don't, or maybe it is his son. I'm sorry, it's been a long while since last time I played this game, so I don't completely remember. I know they are related, but I'm not sure it was a son or maybe it was a nephew. I mean, I may be wrong, so. But it does have someone who is related to him, of course. Okay, I'm gonna save because. Okay. 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 I hope I get to a battle soon because I'm going to talk. Okay. All right. Now I want to ask, what do you think about the music, the battle music? I do like the victory song though. Oh, you can't hear the you can't hear the music. Oh, crap. I thought I thought it was recorded. The battle music in Final Fantasy V is it's all right. I do like it, but I do think the battle music in Final Fantasy X and 7 are the better one. I do love the one in the 6, of course. Uh, I probably want to try and stream at least one time in the month. So yeah. Okay. Oh my god, I'm starting to lose. I'm starting to lose butts. I'm starting to lose my butts. Do I have potion? Do that. Oh no! Oh no! Oh my god! This is not doing well. This is not going well. Oh! I just killed him. I was so close losing Ferris. Oh my god. They couldn't place the O in there. I think they spelled Phoenix down wrong. Did you think? Yeah. That's the fun. That's the funniest thing, actually, because I remember playing Final Fantasy VI, and when I was in store, I remember it says Phoenix Down, but with an F instead of P and H. Like, it was actually an F. And even then, they spelled Phoenix wrong. So it actually said Phoenix Down, believe it or not. Like, how can they translate it so wrong? Like, I know it was the 90s, and I know it's not easy to translate from Japanese to English, but how can you make a big mistake when the word is so obvious? Like, how? How do you do that? Yeah, exactly. Phoenix down. The word is so obvious. How can you make such a mistake? Like, Phoenix is not a rare word, it's a common one. Oh, the prelude. Yeah, this is obviously a recycled plot from Final Fantasy 3, a game that I do enjoy, of course. Although although the Final Fantasy game from the NES doesn't exactly have, deep storylines. Well, it wasn't until 4 when they decided to take it a little bit more serious with the storytelling. Now that I think about it, I think it does have a plot, you're right, and a better plot than this one, of course. This game is just a recycle plot from Final Fantasy 3. It's more like a remake. Well, except it has better characters, even though development isn't exactly existent. One thing I want to say about Final Fantasy IV is the fact that in that game, Phoenix Down was called Life, actually, like Life Bottle, instead of Phoenix Down. Lena. You can in Final Fantasy IV you can basically purchase life magic in a bottle, not use them on your own. Okay. Oh yeah, that's actually true. Like that's a little bit strange actually, because in Final Fantasy IV it seems like potions are named after spells. Now that I think about it, that's strange. And this kind of reminds me when I played Final Fantasy IX, by the way, when I had to use Phoenix Down to get my party members back. And when I used it, only 100 health HP was actually given to the character I tried to revive. And then he died immediately. Like, Phoenix Down is kind of useless in 9, actually. Like, they barely give you enough HP for the character to survive. Yeah. Yeah, we got jobs. Okay. Piece of crystal. They're lending us their power. I know that Galuf has actually a granddaughter. I know the character that takes over his role is his granddaughter. That I do know. Now I have to give them a job. What's the best job to butts? I mean, knight, monk, thief, white mage, black mage, blue mage. Or just normal. Like, which one of these jobs should I give to butts? Should he just be normal? Yeah, blue mage is great. I don't have. I think I give the job to Galuf. And I give Lena white mage because I need healing spells. And then I give fairies. Black mage, obviously. I think this is a great. I think this is great. Oh my god, I really hate the fact that you have to go all the way back instead of the game just teleporting you outside. Like, oh my god, that's just. Like, that was one of the things I did not like about this game. What? Oh crap, I forgot. I forgot to heal her. Breakdown system. No, I don't think it has. Back. Oh, the back row system. Sorry, I read it wrong. I'm sure it does. I mean, Final Fantasy IV was the one that introduced the back row, wasn't it? So therefore, I assume this game has it. Okay, hang on. I just gotta. No. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Thanks for reminding me about the back row, by the way, Red Arts. Thank you for that. Yeah, but now that you mention it, I do believe 4 was the one that introduced that system. So it does make sense why they will use it again in the 5th one. Dun, 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 dun. I always do love the victory music in the Final Fantasy game. They are always satisfying to hear. Okay. Yeah, I love when Barrett sings the victory song in the remake. That was both hilarious and also awesome. Now, I kind of want to ask you, what do you think about Barrett's voice actor in the remake? I really did like John Eric Bentley. I think he did a great job. I also do kind of like Taylor as Sephiroth, but I do like Taylor as Sephiroth, but I do have to admit that I do prefer George. Oh, yeah, I do prefer George as Sephiroth, though. I do have to admit that, but still, I do like Taylor. I don't want you to get the wrong idea. I've been playing over an hour. This is one of the funniest moments in this game. By the way, I wonder, have you seen Rabtoon's animated parody of this game? Because that one is also hilarious. I especially love this part, which is gonna come soon. Oh, I just love this one. I slept full. I know sounds a little bit harsh, but the translation of this game is not that great. I'm sorry to say this because I know that this was actually translated by a bunch of fans who dedicated their job for this. Like, they worked really hard to make a comprehensible English translation, but unfortunately, it's still kind of, amateurish. Yeah. Okay. Alright, I should find a weapon shop. I need... Yeah. Here's one thing I want to admit. Like, first time I played Final Fantasy VII, I didn't know you can actually take the characters on the back row, and because of that, all the characters ended up being on the front line. And I remember how much I died. Like, I had no idea what I did wrong. Like, I didn't know you could send... I didn't know you... Didn't knew you could take the characters on the back row, and when you do that, they don't take that much damage. And I had no idea. I don't know, this... I can't equip it on the left hand? This... Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, what do you think about the villain in this game, X-Death? Because I already explained that he's very boring and one-dimensional. Um, I know it sounds harsh, but he's overall pretty mediocre villain. Mm-hmm. Well, anyway, I had to find that guy who gives me the key. Oh my god. The townspeople just walk so random. This is kind of hilarious because Sock is just This is like hilarious because Sock is just recycled of all the wizard or old man people that you get to see in every town in this game. That's just what Sock is. He's just recolored, and he kind of looks like he's wearing pajamas, doesn't he? Like, I mean, come on, he does look like he's wearing a pajamas, like he's about to sleep. He really do look like he's wearing pajamas. It's hilarious. I lost the key to the canal. Like, I'm sorry, it's just something that always got to me when I play this game. That the character like Sock, he does actually look like he's wearing pajamas. Like, that's something that always bothered me. I don't know why. Get some backstory. This is actually interesting because here, Bart's, or rather Butts, he has green hair, but when we play him in the present time, he has brown hair for some reason. Like, that's strange. Hmm. His walking cycle is just hilarious. Pajama. He had the key all this time. He had the key to the canal all this time. And he just gives us the key anyway. We don't even have to do a quest or anything. Like, I'm glad we don't do I'm glad that we don't have to do a fetch quest, but still it's kind of weird because that's not how it usually goes. You usually have to do some kind of quest in order to get the item that you need. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about. It's kind of lazy. The villagers blocks your way in this game, and there's just so much of them. Okay, now I'm going. Okay. Uh, yeah, I know. I know when you are in the canal, you're going to fight some creatures. I know. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It does block your progress, but now I have the key, so okay. All right. I've been playing for 1 hour and wait. Been playing for 1 hour and 18 minutes. But you know what? I think this is a good time to end this live stream. This is the first live stream I ever done, and it's kind of awkward, but also at the same time, I felt like it was a great to be able to talk to you guys, and I can kind of imagine myself doing this at least one time in the month. Yeah. Uh, Before I end it, I kind of want to say that we kind of live in a. I'm gonna try better next time. I promise. But yeah, I kind of want to say that we kind of live in a hard time now, but I believe that we should try and make the best of it as much as we can. I know it's not easy, and I understand it's really hard, but I think we should at least try to make the best of it as much as we can. That's what I believe in. So, and I understand times can be scary, but no matter what's going to happen, uh, I will never ever allow it to get to me. I'll always try to stay as much positive as I can. So I'll see you guys later, and next time I'm gonna do better with the live stream, and I can imagine myself at least doing this one time in a month, and I, and since this is the beginning of the July, I think that I'll do another live stream maybe a couple of weeks from now. So now tell me, which game do you want me to do a live stream on? It has to be on PC though, of course. I've been thinking that I either continue on this one or how about Final Fantasy Mystic Quest? Like, I've been thinking doing live stream on Mystic Quest actually. Or I can continue on Final Fantasy V if you prefer. Yeah, yeah, I want to do a Mystic Quest live stream. Yeah, we're gonna make fun of it. So now, so I hope everyone is doing fine, and we'll see each other again soon. Promise. Now, goodbye.